Hey guys, Psychic Pictures here. Well, as you guys know, I love video games, and I love anime. And recently, I've actually been, within the last year or so, I've actually been looking at anime games. And I've actually purchased Tales of the Abyss for the 3DS, and I've been enjoying the game. But I did get another game for the console, for the PlayStation 3, which was Hyperdimension Neptunia. And I'm currently playing through the game, and I've seen the anime, and I loved both of them. So I decided to make a top 10 list of the best Hyperdimension Neptunia characters. Now, I'm saying this right now. My knowledge of these characters is very limited, and I might get some details wrong that are explained later in the Hyperdimension Neptunia game, or Hyperdimension Neptunia Mach 2 or Victory. Because I haven't played Mach 2 or Victory, so I don't know anything about those two games. And I'm sure that I'll get some details wrong if I'll know that I made wrong details if I play more of Hyperdimension Neptunia. With that said, I might go and redo this list at some point, but as of right now, these are my top 10 favorite Hyperdimension Neptunia characters. Number 10. Uni, or Black Sister. With Uni, there's really not that much to say, except she just wants to be recognized by her sister, and based on the anime, since that's really all I know about Uni, that she wants to be appreciated by her sister, and to a degree, her sister does go and say that she appreciates everything that Uni has done. And you know what? Honestly, Uni could be portrayed as one of the blandest characters in the Hyperdimension Neptunia anime, but really there were 4 characters that didn't make it on this list, and Uni was just the best out of them. So, it really goes to show what a character can do with just not being in the anime that much. Uni actually makes a bit of an impact on the anime because she is Blackheart's sister. And she actually goes and makes Blackheart, gives her development in the anime to a degree. Because she lifts a lot of pressure off of Blackheart. And you know what? I think that is probably one of the best sisters in this show. But she's not the best out of the sisters. Number 9. Neptune, or Purple Heart. The main character? Only number 9? Well, yeah, and based on what I've seen with the other Hyperdimension Neptunia fans, she is long from being one of their favorites. And for me, it's actually kind of weird with this character. With Neptune, I really do not like her character. Honestly, Neptune alone would be second from the bottom. So she would be she's my second least favorite character in Hyperdimension Neptunia. But Purple Heart is one of my favorites. And she's probably like 4th from the top or something. So I had to take into account that they're both the same character. So I just said, you know what? might as well go and put them lower on the list. But since they're together in the same character, I'm getting a little off topic. Why do I not like Neptune, but like Purple Heart? Well, Neptune, being a goddess, she acts way too childish and way too stupid. With Neptune, she doesn't take anything seriously. She is completely immature and does a lot of things that are very questionable in the anime. Purple Heart, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Even Blackheart and the other goddesses comment that it is a very dramatic change from Purple Heart to Neptune. And Purple Heart is very serious, gets everything done that needs to be done, and pretty much does everything that Neptune should be doing. With the other goddesses, they only have one form, and that one form pretty much is bleh. The other goddesses have one form that says, okay, we need to get this done. They're all really serious. Purple Heart is like that. Neptune is not. And that's why Purple Heart's lower on the list and Neptune's higher on the list. But I do admit that Neptune and Purple Heart, even though they're two very different characters, they do work off of everyone else to make the game and the anime better. I will admit that. Number 8. The guide herself, Eastunia. Now, the reason she's lower on the list is because she's pretty much just a mentor and really nothing else. She is the most intelligent character in the show, and she does give very useful advice in both the anime and the games. But other than that, there's really nothing to Eastunia's character. And I do admit this, she has to deal with Neptune's crap all the time. And I don't know why she chose to be with Neptune out of all the goddesses, but I think it's pretty much just Neptune needs the push in order to be a better goddess, and the others don't. But Eastunia, she pretty much just mentors all the goddesses and sends them on their way if there's trouble or anything like that. There's really nothing else to it. Even in Mach 2, really, I've only seen the first cutscene. She was the one that sent the 4 goddesses to go and cope with an evil, and that's really it. Because in the anime, what she really does in the show is nag Neptune to go and get more shares, and pretty much acts as the mentor for the other goddesses, and it's really nothing else to her character. But that is why her character is better than Neptune's, because she actually does something in the show to make it better. Number 7. Compa. I think what sets Compa apart from the other characters is her loyalty to her friends. Because she'll do anything to help her friends out. And she's incredibly funny in the anime and the game. Because in the game, she's the first person Neptune meets when she arrives on Neptune. And Compa is a nurse in training, and she actually tries to pretty much unintentionally kill Neptune by wrapping bandages around her so tightly that Neptune couldn't breathe. And it was hilarious to watch. Compa actually kind of goes and teaches you about Planet Neptune and the different I can't remember what they're called, but they're pretty much islands in the sky. She teaches you pretty much everything. And in the anime, she's not that much different, but she doesn't go and teach everyone because everyone knows everything. But Compa goes and actually helps her friends out to whatever degree that they need. And you know what? Kudos. She is awesome. Number 6. IF. IF is a strong character. In the games, she's the second person that you meet, and to be honest, she's the most powerful out of all the characters I've played as so far, which are really just Neptune, Compa, and IF. But there's more to her than her strength. Her personality is pretty much keeping Neptune and Compa in place. Because IF, what she does in the games is pretty much, oh, you guys are not taking this seriously. We need to take this seriously. Let's get going. And try to do whatever it is that they're doing at the time. In the anime, she's not that much different, and pretty much is just what I just described. She's really strong. She gets things done, different things like that. In the first episode of this anime is actually a really good moment with IF. Because Neptune, Nepgear, Compa, and IF go to Last Station for Neptune to learn how to be a goddess. And yes, I'm dead serious. She has to go and learn to be a goddess. I don't know if I said that on this countdown yet, but she does. But they have to go and face against probably the easiest enemies in the games, because they appear in the first area of Hyperdimension Neptunia Mach 2, and I've only played that tiny area in that second game. And the one that has to defeat them, and the only one that could, was IF. And you know what? Kudos. IF is a really strong character that gets things done. There's nothing more to say about IF except she gets things done when they need to be done. Number 5. Blanc, or Whiteheart. Definitely the goddess with the most personality out of all of them. Representing the Nintendo Wii, you would think that Blanc would be childish and different things like that. Well, no, that's the exact opposite of her. She is the one that curses the most, gets angry the most, and different things like that that make her character so good. And you know what? Kudos to the creators of this one character. She is the one that has the most personality out of the 4 goddesses. And she has... in the anime, she actually is pretty much just what she is in the games. She's really rude to literally everyone and says, you know what, we aren't friends, but I'm still going to work with you to a better goal. And it's this kind of thing that makes her character good. Because even though she's rude to everyone, she is polite to pretty much only her sisters, Rom and Ram. And if you're wondering if those two are on the list, no, they are not. But with Blanc, she really just is outrageous, and every time she is on screen, I am excited. Because with her on screen, you know something is going to go down, for the most part. And even if there's really nothing around, you still know that something is going on with this character. Nothing more to say, just watch out and don't get her angry. Number 4. Pluto or Iris Heart. The CPU of Planet Neptune from another dimension. You'd think she would be pretty much like Neptune. Boy, could you not be any far... That couldn't be any further from the truth. Because Pluto, of course, her character is very calm, very quiet. She loves everyone, and it's just overall a really nice and calm character. And when she debuts in the anime, she says that people don't like her being in her CPU form. And eventually in the anime, she does go into her CPU form. And it's awesome! Iris Heart is by far one of the scariest characters I have ever seen. And it is amazing what she does. Every time Iris Heart comes out in the anime, you know something's going down. And oh my gosh, Iris Heart doesn't take crap from anyone. Whether it's from Neptune, Noir, Vert, or even the enemy, or even Arfoire herself. She don't take crap from no one. And her ruthlessness is amazing. The combination of Pluto and Iris Heart is astounding. Just going from a calm character to this beast of a character is simply amazing. True, the only reason Iris Heart isn't closer to the top is because of Pluto. But I am certain these two characters I will probably love even more when I play Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. They are awesome. Number 3. Nepgear. With Nepgear, she's pretty much just wanting to be like her sister. In the anime, and the anime is really the only part of Nepgear that I know. In the anime, she does get better than her sister. 'Cause she's got better morals, she knows when she needs to get something done, and different things like that. She is more of a goddess than her sister. I'm saying that now. Purple Heart should have been the goddess, not Neptune. Out of the two, I think Neptune is the stronger is stronger in terms of strength, but Nepgear is stronger in terms of everything else. Because she's a stronger character, she has better morals, she knows when something needs to be done, at times she actually knows when something is wrong, and different things like that. Not much more to say about Nepgear, but she's just an awesome character. Number 2. Blackheart, or Noir. Noir is definitely the one with the least amount of character out of the goddesses, but that doesn't keep her from being an awesome character. Pretty much in the game, she as what I know, she pretty much just outright hates Neptune. And with Blanc, she pretty much Blanc gets on Noir's nerves in the game. But in the anime, it's really Neptune that gets on her nerves the most because of how incompetent Neptune is. And I can fully understand what she was going through when Neptune all of a sudden appeared on Last Station. And with Noir, the real reason that she's on so high on this list is real. I can't really describe it, but it's just that Noir was a really strong character in the animation, and there is one point that I thought was really funny about her, because at the start of the anime, she's really just someone that was really tied to her work and was really busy almost all the time. And then all of a sudden, she's not as busy, and it's revealed that she goes and does something. I'm not going to spoil what it is, because it's much better if you don't know what it is. Nothing else to say about Noir, except she's a good character. Now for the number 1 Hyperdimension Neptunia character. And that character is none other than Greenheart, or Vert. This character is probably one of the most relatable characters ever. Because a lot of fans of Hyperdimension Neptunia pretty much describe Vert as a fanservice character done right. And I fully agree with that. But she's not the first fanservice character to do this. Because there's Himari from Omamori Himari, that her personality was amazing and her morals were even better. And there's also Kurumu, who in the anime had a lot of good development, but had even better development in the manga. But out of all of them, Vert is definitely the most relatable out of all the fanservice characters I have seen. Vert is pretty much what the game is. And what I'm trying to say about that is that if you're playing Hyperdimension Neptunia, chances are you love video games, you love anime, and go and play games a lot. Chances are. Vert is exactly that. She is an otaku, she loves anime, she loves manga, she loves MMORPGs. That's her favorite genre of video games, at least. And at times, she goes and plays MMORPGs online for so long that she's tired the next morning because she didn't go to sleep. This is amazing. Vert's character is amazing in this regard. Because in the anime, there's literally a point where she had to go and set up a party for her friends, and instead of doing that, she was in the middle of an MMORPG, and her friends had to set up the party because she took too long in her MMORPG. It is amazing what they did with this character. It's like they took every single opportunity that... It's like they took a fan service character, then took everything that could be related to that character and threw it all into one. Like, what I think they probably did to start off with was, like, have Noir be the otaku, have Vert be the video game player, and have Blanc be, like, the platformer character or something like that. But no, they put everything into one character and made her a really, really strong character. But in terms of personality, Vert does fall off a little bit, but not too much. But the reason Vert is such a great character is because of how relatable she is, and what she does with everything that she was given. Not much else to say. Vert is just a great character. And that was my top 10 Hyperdimension Neptunia characters. I know at some points I was really sloppy with it, but I haven't played the games that much, and I've seen all of the anime, so I did have very limited options, and I did have very limited knowledge, and I did warn you guys about that at the very beginning of the video. And I do plan on remaking this as soon as I get finished with all 3 games, so I get a lot more, I have a lot more knowledge with them and different things like that. So, until next time, this has been Psychic Pictures, signing off.